Hi everyone, welcome to IELTS.NISHA. Today's lecture is about the magical tips which you can employ in your writing task too. The video is for both academic as well as general IELTS aspirants. So every day I receive tons of queries on my every social media platform. And the question remains the same. What the question is? Question is what we can use to fetch 7 in writing or 7 above, that is 7.5 or 8 in writing. What magical tips we can get? So, I am here today to provide you those magical tips which you can use in your writing. The students who have already purchased my book must have noticed some of the words and the techniques. This is my book. It is available online on Amazon.in as well as on Amazon.com for foreign aspirants, and students who have already bought it must have noticed some of the techniques, and even I received queries on that as well. And students who hasn't bought it till now, please buy it from me. My number is 708-740-3550. If you are residing in India only, I can courier it. Otherwise, you can even buy it online from Amazon.in or Amazon.com according to your suitability. I'm starting with the lecture. The lecture is quite short so that you can grasp it easily. I'm going to tell 2 of the conditions which you can employ in your writing task too. The very first is what makes a difference between 7, 6 and 6.5 band writing? What is the difference? The difference is in the complexity, which is termed as coherence and cohesion, which most of the students get scared of. Ma'am, what is coherence and cohesion? What does it mean? What does lexical resource? So these are the terms on which your writing is being marked. If there is coherence and cohesion, lexical resource in your writing, then only you will be able to fetch 7 or 7.5. So what does coherence and cohesion means? In my previous videos, I have always explained that 7-band writing is a fusion of simple plus complex sentences. Now, simple sentences you people are already writing. What does complex sentences and how you can train yourself without joining anywhere, any classes or visiting any institutes regularly and paying hefty amounts to the institutes? You can prepare at your home as well by watching my videos. Do subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed it yet, and comment on my videos. How you can prepare it at home? The technique that you can use is, if you dig into the past, if you recollect all your scholastic education, if you can recall your English grammar lecture where your teacher used to teach you all the conditions. What conditions? Conditions like in spite of, despite of, either or, neither nor, even though, although. So these are the conditions that can make your writing unique from others. How these conditions you can use, and are they really beneficial? Yes, they are 110% beneficial. Students are even fetching 8 bands in writing by employing these techniques. Just remember that you need to employ only 2 techniques, only two conditions in your 280 words essay. So the first condition that you can use is even though. What does even though mean and how we can use it? Please don't get offended, but there are numerous students, what they do while using although or even though, They speak but in their sentence, which according to Oxford Dictionary is a grammatical error. Although and even though is always followed by comma or yet. Although and even though, it combines two contrasting statements, one positive and one negative, one the other side and the other side. So it combines these two statements by putting a comma, or you can say yet. I'm going to showcase you some of the examples today only. A couple of hours back, I have uploaded a blog on my IELTS on my site that you can check, and I'm gonna definitely share the link of this blog on this video in the description box, so that you can directly click on it and it will take you to the site where you can see the examples. But now I'm gonna showcase you so that you can jot down the examples. See, here is the site. This is the site. IELTS.NISHA This is the site. You can click on it and it will take you to all the writing tasks 2 and vocabulary sections. So the today's blog is about even though and although. So these are the two conditions that I'm going to teach you today and how you can employ these conditions. Even though. You can even say, like in your general day-to-day language, try to make some of the examples. If you'll make general examples, things will be more clear in your head. If you'll give examples, if you'll make examples like, even though I am health conscious, yet I eat pizza every day. So this is a contrasting statement that I am a health conscious person and still I eat pizza every day. So that's a perfect example of even though, which actually clicked to me, and I thought that you people can relate it to me. But there are more general examples that you can see from the site. See, I have given 3 examples. Even though, so the first example is, even though we don't agree, see here is a comma, that's the first sentence, and then there is a comma. I think she is a brilliant speaker. Now what we can make out from this sentence? Even though we don't agree, even though we don't agree with each other, I think she is a brilliant speaker. So that's a perfect example of even though. See the next. Even though she spoke very quietly, he understood every word. See, you can see the first sentence and it is interlinked with a comma by the second sentence. Now see the third one. She didn't get the job even though she had all the necessary qualifications. You can put even though here as well. I have intentionally mentioned this example so that you can correlate the condition very clearly. I hope that it is clear to you, the sentences of even though. I am keeping it in front of you so that you can jot it down. Please jot it down. All the 3 examples of even though. Now, the question arises how you can use this condition in your essay and where you can use it. Most of the students get perplexed, they get baffled that where we can use this condition. They are aware about the conditions, they are aware about neither nor, either or, but they do not know where to use it. So what you can do is, whenever you see the question, you always organize the ideas that what 2 points you will give, right, in that particular paragraph. Once you do the organization of ideas, give 1 minute more that in which point you can put this condition. Analyze it. The students who fetch 7 or 7.5, they always analyze the things. They do the smart work. They do not just write. No. They first analyze the stuff, they prepare their mind, and then they start writing. So give yourself a minute, relax yourself, give yourself a minute, understand the question, organize the ideas, and then decide where you can use even though and what sentence you can make. It's very easy, very easy. My students do it every time. Whenever I give them a question, they first decide where they can put even those condition. So I can recommend that you can use even though either in the first line, the very first line of your third paragraph, you can use it there, or you can even use in secondly, the second point which you give in the first body paragraph. It's up to you, but it is a kind of request and it's a kind of advice. If you are watching this video, please do not use but with even though. Do not use but in the preceding sentence if you are employing even though condition. Even though and although is always followed by a comma, or you can use yet. Oxford said that yet is also a good, but it is accepted, but is not accepted. Okay. So this is how you can use even though. I am now switching towards the second condition which you can use, and you can use it in that I'll let you know later. First of all, see the examples. So the second condition is although. Let's see the example. Even though and although both means the same. I enjoyed the course, although I would have liked more grammar practice. So they are saying, I have enjoyed the course, though I would have enjoyed more grammar practice. That the course is fine though, yet there is something that I want more. So what that? Grammar practice. So this is how you can use although. See the another example. Although we saw each other every day. Now here is a comma. We didn't really know each other. I repeat. Although we saw each other every day, we didn't really know each other. Although we know each other very well, yet we do not meet each other. So this is how I reversed it. I hope that you have cleared both the conditions are cleared in your head. Please jot down the examples. Okay. Now where you can use although. For although, without wasting any time, use it in the end. To recapitulate, although. To recapitulate, comma, although. Or you can use to encapsulate, comma, although. Use it in the end. Although in the end is perfect, and you can conclude your essay with the condition although, and definitely it will help you fetch your magical score. Believe me, definitely you will fetch 7.5 in writing. Just use the condition although in the end. Where you can use it, I can showcase you one of the example from my book only. See, here it is. It's if you are already having my book, you can open it. It's on page 118, and see, here is the conclusion. See the conclusion. Suffice to say, you can use here although internet is a pool of information, comma, libraries still benefited considerably in many people's lives because of the atmosphere of that place. So in the end, this is how you can use. You can use although here, and then you can cut the but and you can put a comma, and you can write the other sentence. So this is how you can use all those conditions in the end. This is all about today's lecture. I'm showcasing my book again so that you can buy it. The book contains 170 questions with simple answers, with all the conditions, with collocations, and even it's been months that questions are coming from this book. So buy, hurry up and buy my book. Call me on 708-740-3550. I already told you in the beginning that today's lecture gonna be quite short. So I'm gonna come up soon with another conditions that you can use in your essay, and will let you know where you can use it so that you can fetch your desired bands. Thank you for watching the full video. Please subscribe my channel if you haven't done it till yet. Thank you. Take care. All the best. Bye-bye.